Hello YouTube. This is a 1991 BMW M5. It is for sale and I'm gonna be doing like a video ad for the car. And I'm gonna be starting off by talking about the issues with the car. There's about 7 problems with this car, and number 1 being the clear coat on the roof is peeling off, as you can see here in the video. So that's number 1. Number 2 is overall the paint job is about, I would say, 5 out of 10. A lot of dings, scratches and minor scuffs all around the car. For example, dent like that. There's a scratch here, that, and then there's things like this where the clear coat is peeling. That's the rear. So that's number 2. Number 3 is there is some damage to the bumper, which I'll show you in a second. Right there, as you can see. Fortunately, the damage hasn't gone beyond that point. If you look underneath here, the structure is all solid, unlike on this side where that's how it should look like. So that's number 3. Number 4 is the headliner is missing in the car. Show you in a second. I am trying to source a headliner for the car, preferably in black color, but I haven't had the luck of it. But if I find it, I'll include it in sale. So that's number 4. Number 5 is the hood is missing insulation, which I'll show you later in the video. And number 6 is it does not have AC. I do have the compressor with me. It's just a matter of putting it back and recharging the system, and this car should give you cool air. So those are all the problems, issues with the car. As of today, it runs and drives amazingly. And let's talk about the good stuff now. So again, going back to the issues: the roof, the body paint, bumper damage, the headliner, hood insulation, and AC. Now, so about this car, I got it like about 2 years ago, and it wasn't like roadworthy. I brought it back to life, you could say. It had pending registration, and the owner had just parked it for a couple of years, and I did some work to it. So I'm going to show you the engine first, and we can talk about that. Also start her up. so you could hear the engine, how it sounds like. And when I got the car, I had about quite a lot of work done. Nothing major. The clutch was already replaced. It has a competition clutch. It's slightly heavier than the normal M5 clutch. And then the things I did is beginning with the valve adjustment, all the shims were replaced, all the vacuum hoses, fuel hoses, obviously the filters, air filter, fuel pump has been replaced, the gebo, the rubber gebo for the drive shaft has been replaced. All the fluids, again, the coolant was flushed out real good from the system. Usually when the coolant sits for too long, you more want to flush it out rather than just change the coolant. And here's the engine. I had the paint stripped off of the manifold and the valve cover because the paint was peeling off, unevenly. So I just made sure, I had one of the guys just strip off the paint. So that's about it for the car. It, like I said, runs and drives really nice. 91 M5. It is for sale. The asking price for this car is $9,500, and I feel it's very fair because it's a running and driving clean California title car. The Carfax checks out clean. It has no accidents, nothing fishy. 3-owner car and passes smog. There's nothing else I think I can talk about this car for all day long. It's so much fun to drive. These hand-built M5s. Probably this is the last generation hand-built M5, and it sure does go like it. And I guess that's it.